What's going on, guys? I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. If you're a returning subscriber, as always, guys, welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. Guys, today, let me start by saying this. It's been almost a month, a little bit over a month since 2-year-old Winter Smith's body was found in an alley in Detroit. This guy right here, Rashad Trice, the ex-boyfriend of Winter's mother, was responsible for taking her life in a very, very sadistic way, all because of an act of jealousy. Now, I spoke about this story multiple times. I got the arrest video, how he was caught, with a whole bunch of questions of why he was caught the way he was caught. And really going into the mind of somebody like this, because there are a lot of Rashad Trices out here, and a lot of people are going through it from people like this. I want to play this video clip because he had his arraignment hearing today. So he appeared in federal court. I want to play it and then come back and talk about it and tell you exactly why this case still is one that I've covered that really bothers me. Check it out.
Well, the man accused of kidnapping and killing 2-year-old Winter Cole Smith is due back in federal court today.
Police say Rashad Trice abducted the toddler from her home in Lansing after assaulting her mother. He was later arrested in St. Clair Shores. Winter's body was discovered in an alley on Detroit's east side several days later.
It is still heartbreaking. 7 Action News reporter Peter Maxwell joins us live now with what we can expect in federal court later today. Peter?
Well, today's hearing in federal court is an arraignment hearing for 26-year-old Rashad Trice, and he's currently indicted for the kidnapping and murder of 2-year-old Winter Cole Smith. Trice was already in federal court for a preliminary hearing after waiving his right for a bond hearing. This is where new details emerged about the day police say he kidnapped 2-year-old Winter Cole Smith from her mother's Lansing apartment after allegedly stabbing, beating, and sexually assaulting the child's mother, leaving her for dead. Police say they were able to track him via cell phone records to St. Clair Shores, where he was later arrested. Details also emerged on how 2-year-old Winter Cole Smith was killed. The search warrants of Trice's phone revealed a text thread to his father Sunday night into Monday morning. The 26-year-old allegedly texting, quote, "I have to finish this. I love y'all." And at 4:01 sending, quote, "She's gone." Days later, FBI agents found her body in an alleyway on Detroit's east side. Police say the evidence is pointing to strangulation as the cause of death. During that preliminary hearing back in July, a judge did find probable cause, but the judge did question if this case warranted federal charges, and this could impact prosecutors' ability to ask for the death penalty. Now it's up to the grand jury to determine if it agrees. Now, the arraignment is going to be in federal court today at 11 a.m. and the 26-year-old could be, again, facing the death penalty, but that is going to be up to the judge. And Trice is also facing several other charges for at the state level, about 20 of them, including murder, kidnapping, and assault and stalking. Reporting in Detroit.
All right, guys, that was the video clip, and I gotta admit, it's still hard to fathom what that little girl went through. And it still bothers me to do this story. But I mean, stuff got to be talked about. Her story got to be told. So we're going to put that on the back burner, how we really feel about the sadness of her, what need to happen to this piece of crap, and all the people that was hurt. Because I'm going to tell you something. A lot of people run around and say, oh, you know, somebody, they use the word demon for calling somebody that. This right here is a demon. This man, like this story, if you guys haven't keeping up with the story, he had a child by Winter's mother, a younger child, a boy. They get into an argument. He goes over her house, fights the mother, stabs her, then assaults her, violates her after stabbing her, leaves the house, snatches her daughter, which is not his, all because he doesn't like the father. He's jealous. And the reason why I bring that up is because of this. I didn't know, and you heard it in that where it said the court documents had said he sent threatening text messages to the father while having the father's abducted daughter. Can you imagine that as a father? To get text where somebody's threatening to do something to your 2-year-old child and you can't find out where she's at and you feel powerless. I just did a story 2 days ago about the body found, and the mother and father was crying on national TV because another suspect is at large, and the family was devastated. The father, seeing him like that, hurt me because I know that feeling of powerlessness, not to that magnitude, but to your children, you are everything. And you swear when they come out of the womb and you first hold them that you would do everything in your power to make sure they're safe, and to have something happen to your daughter, whether she's an adult or a sweet child like this, is hard. No man likes that feeling of powerlessness. This guy right here need to be put in the meat grinder. He does. I have no sympathy for black folk like this. And I'm going to tell you why. Because when this type of stuff happens, a lot of us are desensitized where we're like, oh, that's messed up. They need to do this. They need to do that. This is what our main concern should be. It should. This child, and I want you to hear me, was only 2 years old. Doesn't know nothing about nothing yet. Discovering life, getting better every day, with her mental capacity, learning new things every day, and just happy with the wonder of existence. And to have this happen to her is messed up. She will never, and I want you to hear this, because this is how I look at these cases when children get messed up. She'll never experience motherhood. Never dance at a wedding. Never have her first teenage crush. Sweet 16 birthday. Never have her first real day of school. Kindergarten, first grade. Think about that. Stuff we all can remember, a lot of us. She'll never hear her father, who she was close with, tell her that he's proud of her, and she understands what it means because she's of age. I want you to think about that. So many times we strip the very enjoyment of just life itself from somebody that don't have nothing to do with the fire that's burning inside of us of negativity. I want you to think about that. I just did the story about the Montgomery, Alabama river walk brawl or whatever, where everybody's it's racist, blacks against whites and all of this other stuff. I hear you. A lot of people responded with comments that, said how they felt. Now, regardless of what you agree with or not, or if you agree with me or not. Some of the comments was kind of like, yo, man, what is you doing? I don't have a herd mentality. The most successful people got successful by being by themselves. And when I say being loners, I mean thinking independently. A herd mentality does nothing but get you slaughtered with the herd when they move in one direction and get labeled like everybody else. Each of us are individuals. We are not everybody else. Now, this video is not about me, but I have a job to do. And that's to be honest with you guys on here. There are many different particulars in this case that are heartbreaking to me. But what's messed up is how he did her, how he discarded the body like trash, and how he tried to claim he was the victim in the text messages. You got to finish this right now. Finish what? What a 2-year-old started that you got to finish. Think about it. We can't never walk away as men. And this is a boy. Ain't nothing but a boy. Look like a man, but that's it. It's like after high school, both men and women, a lot of us in the Black community stop learning. Stop learning. Get out of high school, immediately in adulthood, this is what we do. We start popping out babies, or we just start going over here and just, I'm a man. I got the sum total of all knowledge, and this is how it is, and this is how I got to treat women to make them respect me. I said there's open season on women, but a lot of Black women in the Black community, you start to see it. Men are taking them out by the numbers. And their babies, if the baby's not theirs. It's like a lion pride without order. It is. Stop letting people trigger you. That Alabama video was a video that was taken by somebody's cell phone. Yeah, they caught it from the beginning, and it looked like it looked. And regardless of if you think it was racist or not, I mean, that's your opinion. But I mean, have some regard for people like that right there. Yeah, it was a fight or whatever. But I mean, a situation like this where children are attacked, our children, and nobody says anything about it, and we're desensitized to this. We'll watch it, and a couple of days it goes away. What's wrong with us, man? What's wrong with us? That's the future of the Black community, and he destroyed it. Nobody is going off on that. We need to start talking about the threat of us that look like us, that destroy us because of their own personal jealousies, ambitions, what have you. We're killing grandmothers now, in addition to babies. Just random women. He don't want to face the prosecution. He don't want to see the family again neither. This dude was caught with no clothes on in a car chase. He choked a baby with a cell phone cord. Do you know how horrific that is? He's a short guy, but he's strongly built. She had no win or chance to fight for herself. Regardless of the situation of what the mother and the father, what relationship they had, she was still the boyfriend. He was still the boyfriend. He was still closer than the mom. I don't understand it. Don't. How does another man's presence, because he has to be there for his child, upset you to where you get jealous of him and want to hurt him by killing his child? If that is not cowardice on the highest degree, I don't know what is. I hope they take this dude, put him in a chair, and deglove his face, then set him on fire. For real, I mean, the worst is not good enough for him. This guy did something messed up. I mean, really messed up. I mean, this right here, and like it's more like this. Go look at my video library. I got a lot of stories about women just letting the boyfriend obliterate the child, sometimes in their presence, and then help them dispose of the body. People that have sickly children and let them rot in the room when you know they need constant medical attention, and just let them start to decompose while they're still alive because they don't feel like being parents no more. People that have babies and throw them in the trash can, all kind of stupid stuff. We are losing a grip of reality. A lot of the home values and the importance of family with two parents of the opposite sex that made the baby, we are losing the importance of that. I said before, we are silly people sometimes. And until we start calling this out and biting our tongue and rip the Band-Aid off with the scab and deal with the pain, we'll never heal as people or a social class and be competitive like everybody else. Like I said, stop letting stuff trigger you. My channel, I'm going to say what I think is fair. I'm going to give my honest opinion. As a content creator, I owe you that much. I do. I'm not going to come on here with a bunch of colorful stuff and craziness to make you laugh and take you away from the bigger picture. This is a problem. We got to fix it. She should still be here. And we need to start pointing out the obvious and rallying around it. We ain't all got to see eye to eye, but what's right is right and what's wrong is wrong. This motherfucker's wrong. They talking about they don't know if we're going to press for the death penalty. They need to have people going down there and protesting and pushing for that. We gave justice to a whole bunch of people that was falling by police. You know, wrongfully. A lot of y'all say the names and all of this other stuff. And that's fine to feel a certain way. But that need to be one of the names that they say too. He wiped off an innocent angel off the planet. He need to go. And it's a lot more like him that need to go. I'm Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. I'm sorry I got emotional. The shit bothers me. It bothers me from the fact that another case will come behind this. And whoever the baby's going to be, or the next person that's victimized, woman, elderly person, or whatever, they don't know yet. But the doom is impending. And that's a damn shame. There cannot be good without evil. I understand the balance. But when the evil is just outright out there in the open, and the good is like kind of just, we're losing the war. I'll see you in the next video. I'm